Hi friends, today we will discuss on simple interest. Interest is the money paid by the borrower to the lender for the use of money lent. The interest is usually paid yearly, half yearly or quarterly as agreed upon. We will discuss after some time what is the meaning of paid yearly, half yearly and quarterly. So this is the simple definition, and the formula of simple interest is P into T into R upon 100, where P is the principal and T is the time and R is the rate. The interest is of two kinds. One is the simple interest and second is the compound interest. For the compound interest we will talk after some time. When interest is calculated on the original principal for any length of time, it is called simple interest, or compound interest is defined in the next chapter. We will discuss. To find the simple interest, multiply the principals by the number of years and by the rate of percent and divide the resultant by 100. So we will explain by the help of this question. The question is, find the simple interest on rupees 306.25 from March 3rd to July 27th at 3/4% per annum. So you have to use this formula. Your simple interest, it will be P. P is this sum of money, 306 1/4. If you divide 1/4, then you will get this answer. Into P into R. R is 4, 3, 12, 13, 14, 15. This is 15 upon 4. P into R into T. Time is 3rd July to 3rd March to 27th July. So total number of days are 146. If you will count from 3rd March to July 27th, then total number of days are 146 out of 365 into 1 upon 100. That is P into T into R upon 100. If you will calculate, then your answer, it will be approx 147 upon 32. That is 4.59 yearly. I will give you another formula. This is simple interest. You know that if you will add principal plus simple interest, then you will get amount. It means that in the simple interest you have P into T into R upon 100. So that is also P plus P into T into R upon 100. Means you can write P outside, then 100 plus TR upon 100 is equal to amount. So your new formula we will discuss after some time. Your amount is equal to P into 100 plus TR upon 100. Now the second question, when suppose you have given something and you have to find the principal. If in your question they have given the simple interest but you have to find the principal, then this value it will be here and other value it will be come here. In this condition your P it will be 100 into simple interest upon T into R. So we will explain by the help of this example. The question is, what sum of money will produce rupees 143 interest in 3/1/4 years at 2/1/2% simple interest. So this question you have to put the data here. Your P is equal to 100 into simple interest is this. sum of money will produce this. It means that this is your simple interest upon T years. 4 3 12 13. 13 upon 4 into 2 to the 4 is 5. 5 upon 2. If you will calculate the 2 value, it will come here. If you will calculate this 100 into 143 into 4 into 2 upon 13 into 5, then your answer it will be approx 1760. This is very simple. Now suppose in your exam they have given the simple interest and P and T, and you have to calculate the R. We will explain. The example is sum of rupees 468.75 was lent out at simple interest, and at the end of 1 year 8 months the total amount was rupees 500. Find the rate of interest per annum, he is asking. So here we have to find the R, and your value, this is 100, you have to write. Your simple interest already they have given, this is your 468.75 upon your P. This is your P. This is your P, 468.75 into T. T is 1 year 8 months. So that is 1 of 2 by 3. And what is simple interest? Your simple interest was, total amount was 500. The total amount was 500, means amount is 500. So what is this? So simple interest is equal to amount minus principal. So amount minus principal is equal to simple interest. So what is your amount? Amount is 468. 468.75 minus P. P is 500. So your value it will be 31.25. So your answer is R is equal to 100 into 31.25 upon 468.75 into 1 of 2 by 3. If you will calculate everything, then your rate it will be 4%. Okay, I think that you understand. Now next question, suppose you have to calculate the T. The question they have given you everything, and you have to calculate the T. In what time will rupees 8500 amount to rupees 15767.60 at 4 of 1 by 2% per annum? So here he is asking the time. So whenever he is asking the time, then you have to write your formula in this way. So you have to calculate T is equal to 100 into simple interest. What is the simple interest? What time will this amount to rupees this? So here what they have given you, this amount, it means that your P is 8500 and your interest that will be this, that is amount. You know that amount is equal to, we have written amount is equal to simple interest plus principal, and your amount is 15767.60 plus principal. Your principal is 8500. What time will this amount? And you have to calculate the interest. This is your amount is equal to, this is your amount. Amount is equal to simple interest. Simple interest we don't know, we have to find, and your principal is this. So this is amount, this is your amount. Amount is equal to simple interest, you have to find, and this is P. it means that simple interest is equal to 15767.60 minus 8500. If you will solve, then it will be approx 7267.50. Now in this formula, t is equal to 100 into this 7267.50 upon your p is 8500. And what is r? R is 4 of this, 4 to the 8 and 9. This is 9 upon 2. If you will calculate, then your answer, your time, it will be 19 years. 19 years. That is your task to complete it. Okay, to calculate it. Now I will give you one trick for your exam. The trick is the annual payment that will discharge a debt of rupees A due to T years at the rate of interest R% per annum is this. What is this? We will explain. So we have taken one example to explain this is what annual payment will discharge a debt of rupees 770 due to 5 years, the rate of interest 5% per annum. So now he is asking, let your annual payment is equal to P. In this condition, you have to pay the money. What amount will you pay per annum? So your all debt, it will be clear. He is asking. So the first one, the amount of rupees P in 4 years at 5% is equal to 100 plus R into T upon 100 into P. This is your formula. Because already we have explained the simple interest is equal to P into R into T upon 100. And your amount is equal to principal plus simple interest. If you will put this here, then your A is equal to P plus P into R into T upon 100. Now you can take P outside. So your 100, it will come here, 100 plus RT upon 100. So your formula is this. So same thing we have done here. The amount of rupees P in 4 year at 5% is equal to 100 plus RT upon 100. So it will be 100 plus R. What is R? Your R is 5%. And what is T? In 4 years. We are just talking about the 4 years. 4 upon 100 into P. So 5 4s are 20. This is 120 P upon 100. Now this is for 4 years. Now the amount of rupees P in 3 years at 5% is equal to, now this is 5 into 4, now 5 into 3, 5 3 is 15, so this is 115 upon 100 P. Similarly, the amount of rupees P in 2 years at 2%, at 5%, sorry, is equal to, now this you have 2 year, so 5 2 is 10, so 100 plus 10 is equal to 110 upon 100 P. Similarly, the amount of rupees for last 1 year is equal to, that is 105 upon 100p. You have to put the value here. So 1 into 5 is equal to 5. 100 plus 5 is equal to 105 upon 100. So your total amount is, you have to pay this money in 4 years, you have to pay then this money in 3 years, then you have to pay this money in 2 years, then you have to pay this money in 1 year, and at last you have to pay the overall money. So that is you have also heard this EMI. So what money will you pay every month or every year? Okay, it is yearly, it is quarterly, it is half yearly, it is monthly. So what EMI will you pay per year? So your all debt, it will be clear. So we are finding the amount. So this amount you will pay in 4 years, then 3 years, then 2 years, then 1 year. Okay, at last the remaining money you will. So then you have to add all the amount. That is your overall EMI. That is your overall EMI. So not to calculate such huge calculation, we have given you one trick. The trick is the annual payment that will discharge a debt of rupees A due to T years at the rate of interest R% per annum is this. So that is your EMI. Okay. So whenever you have such type of question and you have to calculate the EMI, then you have to use this formula. We will explain by the help of this example. The annual payment of rupees 80 in 5 years at 5% per annum simple interest will discharge a debt of. So he is asking the annual payment, the EMI per month, per annum, what money will you pay? So the annual, so you have to put the value here, nothing else, rather than calculate the huge calculation. Okay, so your EMI, it will be money per annum is, okay, and he has given you the annual payment of rupees 80. He has given you the annual payment is 80, means 80 you have to give. Okay, but he is asking this A. Okay, he is asking this A, the annual payment that will discharge a debt of rupees A, debt of rupees A, debt of rupees A. This money you have taken the debt. Okay, so he is asking what is the money, what is your debt. Okay, so 100 into A upon, this is 100 and T. What is T? T is 5 years plus what is R? R is 5. And what is T? T is 5. And what is T? T is 5 minus 1 upon your 2. Okay, only if you know the formula, then you can calculate very easily. Otherwise it will take more time. So once you will calculate, then you will find what is A, what is your debt amount, what money you have taken from the bank. Okay, so that will be, if you will calculate, then that your A, it will be 440. So you have taken 440 and you are giving 80 rupees, okay, per annum. So now the next question is, the rate of interest for the first 2 years is 3% per annum, and for the next 3 years is 8% per annum, and for the period beyond 5 years 10% per annum. If a man gets rupees 1520 at a simple interest for 6 years, then deposit. What is the deposit he is asking? Whenever you have such type of question, then you have to remember one trick. I will give you the trick, that is the principal is equal to interest into 100 upon T1 R1 plus T2 R2 up to so on Tn Rn. If you have such type of many parts, means the rate of interest for the first 2 years is 3%, then for the next 3 years is 8%, then 2 years for 10%, then 5 years 10%, 3%, and similarly suppose you have many parts, such type of parts, then it will be look like this. But you have only 3 parts, so your principal it will be interest. What is interest? Per annum, if a man gets this money of simple interest, so he got this money 1520, so that is your amount. Okay, so now you have to calculate 1520 into 100 upon what is T1? T1 is 2 into 3, then 3 into 8, then 1 into 10. 3 for 2 years, 8% for 3 years, and 10% for, means total is 5 year, it means 10% for per annum, it means that for 1 year. If you calculate this, then your P it will be 3800. Okay, I think that you understand your P is 3800. So this is a very simple, you have to understand only how it is working, number first, and second, if you save the data in your memory, then it will take less time during your exam. So now the next question is, the next trick, if a sum of money becomes x times in t years at simple interest, the rate of interest given as 100 into x minus 1 upon t%. Now I will explain by the help of this example. A sum of money triples itself in 20 years at simple interest, find the rate of interest. That is very simple. The sum of money is triples. It means that your amount is equal to P 1 plus RT, this is 100 upon 100. So this money it is triple, actually this is 3P. Okay, now either solve by the help of this high school method, or put the data here. 100, what is x? X is x times 20 years, so sorry, triples 3 times upon t is 20 years. This is your answer. If you know this trick, then you can calculate easily. That will be 10%. Okay, now next question, in what time does a sum of money becomes 4 times at the simple interest rate 5% per annum? Same question. Again you have to put 100, what is x? X is 4 times 4 minus 1 upon t. T is your time. What time? He is asking what time. Okay, now you have to think the rate of interest is given is this, means your R. He has given us R5, this is your 5. Okay, and T he is asking, so now you can calculate T. So your T it will be 60 years in this condition, because of 4 minus 1 is equal to 3. So 300 upon 5, that is 60 years. Very simple. Now next trick. The trick is something I have written. Okay, at first we will check the question. A sum was put at simple interest at a certain rate for 2 years, that is F. For 2 years, had it been put at 3% higher rate, it would have fetched rupees 300 more. Find the sum. Very simple. Now he is thinking. Okay, he is thinking a sum of money was put simple interest at a certain rate for 2 years. Okay, he has put for 2 years, but he is thinking now if he has raised the higher the rate, if he has raised the rate, then it would be fetched rupees 300 more, then he will get benefit. Now you have to find the sum in this condition. This is very simple. So you can also solve this by your high school method, or you can use this trick. Your sum is equal to more interest into 100 upon time into more rate. So your more interest, that is 3%, into 100 upon your time, the time, total time is 2 years, into more rate. Okay, more interest, that is 300, more interest is 300, more interest, that is 300, and your your rate, that is 3. Okay, so your sum, you can find the sum, very simple. So if we will calculate, then you will get this is 5,000. Or now I will also explain by the help of high school. Let the sum is equal to x and rate is equal to y% original. Okay, so in this condition, the new rate is equal to, because he is increasing the rate, y plus 3%, that is the new rate. In this condition, he has given you p into r into t upon 100. So your p into r is into t is 2 upon 100. P into r into t upon 100 minus original p into r into t. So your p x, okay, and y is rate, y, or t is 2 years upon 100. So that is 300. P into r into t upon 100 minus p into r into t upon 100. Okay. So if you calculate, then you can get the answer. Your xy, it will be cancelled. You have to check your xy, it will be cancelled. So that is multiplication. So your xy, it will be cancelled, and if you will calculate it, then you will get this xy plus 3x minus xy is equal to 15000. In this condition, your x is equal to 5123. Okay, very simple. So now the next question. In the next question, they have given us a sum of rupees x is lent out in n parts in such a way that the interest on the first part at r% for t1 years, the interest on second part at r% for t2 years, the ratio of sum is 1 upon r1 t1, ratio 1 upon r2 t2, ratio 1 upon r3 t3, up to son 1 upon rn tn. Okay, what is this? The question is, a sum of rupees 2600 is lent out in two parts in such a way that the interest on one part at 10% for 5 years is equal to that on another part at 9% for 6 years. Find two sum. So you have a sum of money 2600. You have this money 2600 is lent out in two parts. Okay, this is P1 and this is P2. In such a way that the interest on one part is 10%, here your interest is 10% for 5 years and is equal to, but this the interest on one part at 10% for 5 years, this interest is equal to P into R into T upon 100. This equal to P2 into is equal to that of the another part is 9% for 6 years. So this is P into R into T upon 100 is equal to P into R into T upon 100. So you have to find the ratio. This is very simple. If you know this this method, that is also very simple. So in this condition, your amount, your two sums, it will be you have to put only the data here. 1 upon what is R1? R1 is 10 and what is T1? T1 is 5. Ratio 1 upon R2. What is R2? R2 is 9 and your T2 is 6. Okay, this is your answer. Only you have to put the data here. Or P into R into T upon 100 ratio P into R into T upon 100. Okay, 100 will cancel, then you will get the same result. So this is your answer. Okay, now the exact ratio, it will be after some time 27:25. Now the next question, the trick is, this is a very important question, it has come many times. When different amount mature to the same amount at simple rate of interest, the ratio of the amounts invested are in inverse ratio of 100 plus time into rate. That is the ratio in which the amounts are invested is rupees something like that. What is this? A man invests an amount rupees 15,860 in names of his 3 sons ABC in such a way that they get the same amount after 2, 3, 4 years respectively. If the rate of interest is 5%, then find the ratio in which the amount was invested for ABC. This question is same. Okay, something different. He has this amount 15860 and he has divided this amount in 3 parts, the P1 part, P2 part and P3 part. In P1 part, he has given this amount to this son and this son, but the total amount is same. And you know that how to find amount. Amount is equal to P into 100 plus RT upon 100. Okay, this is your basic formula. So this amount and this amount and this amount is same. So this is P, this is R. What is R? Same amount after 2 years, means this is your T, 2 years, and here T is 3 years, here T is 4 years. And your interest is 5%. Here is also 5%, here is also 5%, here is also 5%. So P into R into T upon 100, P into R into T upon 100, P into R into T upon 100. So this amount, what is amount? Amount is equal to this simple interest P into R into T upon 100 plus principal. This value, this value, this value, it must be same. But he is asking, what he is asking, find the ratio. Find the ratio in which the amount was invested. Okay, he is asking the ratio, he is not asking about the sum. So I have given you this formula. Okay, you have to put only the data here. 1 upon 100 plus what is R1? R1 is 2 into 5. 2 into 5 ratio 1 upon 100 plus 3 into 5. 3 into 5 ratio 1 upon 100 plus 4 into 5. 4 into 5. That is your answer. This ratio, that is your answer. Very simple. You have to understand only the logic. Now this is a very important question and this is the last question. He has asked some amount out of rupees 700 was lent at 6% per annum and the remaining at the 4% per annum. If the total simple interest for the both fractions in 5 years was 1600. Find the sum lent at 6% per annum. Okay, so this question it is very simple. At first I will solve by the help of high school. Suppose your rupees is X, okay, and it is 6% per annum. Find the sum lent at 6% per annum. Okay, suppose your sum, this is rupees X and 6% per annum. What he has given us? P into R into T. T is 5 years. Your T is 5 years. 5 years. Okay, upon 100. Your P. Okay, if you have something, I will write here. P into R into T upon 100. Okay. Plus, now he has divided the amount in two parts. Some amount out of 7,000. So that there are two parts. One is out of 7,000 was lent at 6%. Some amount he has given at 6% per annum, and the remaining means the remaining. What is the meaning of remaining? Remaining means 7,000 minus X. Some amount was X at 6% for 5 years. Okay, and the remaining amount 7,000 minus X, that is also for 4% per annum. 4% per annum, and for 5 years upon 100, this money and this money. If the total simple interest for both the fraction is 5 years was this, it means that this plus this is equal to total is 1600. Now you have to calculate. Okay, if you will calculate, then you will get this is 3x upon 10. If you will calculate, then you will get here 7,000 minus x upon this is 5. 5 4 20, 25 is this, है ना. Then this is 1600. If you will calculate, then you will get x is equal to 2123. This is very simple question. This is the high school method. Now I will solve by the help of another, that is the allegation method. So you have two parts. The first part, that is you have given 6%, and the second part you have to given 4%. Okay, this is 4%. The first part you have given 6%, and the second part you have given 4%. Okay, and what is the mean? The mean value. The mean value, you have to find the mean value. So how to find the mean value? For the find of mean value, that is overall interest. Overall interest. So overall interest is 1600 on rupees this, because at last you have got 1600 rupees into 100 upon 5 into 7,000. What is this? This your 5, that is time, and 7,000 is total money. Okay, so overall interest, because you must note that simple interest is equal to P into R into T upon 100. Okay, so we have done this calculation. By the help of this, overall interest is this is if you will calculate it, then you will get this is 32.7%. Okay, this is overall interest on part 1 and part 2, and that is the part 1 interest, that is the part 2 interest. So now what is the cheaper and what is the dearer? Okay, so you know that is the big value, that is the small value. So in this condition, your first value, if you will subtract, then you will get here 4 upon 7%, and here if you will subtract, then you will get 10 upon 7%. So that is the first value, that is the second value. And if you will calculate, that is the ratio actually, and the ratio is this is 4 upon 7, percent cancel, 4 upon 7, 10 upon 7, 7 cancel, then you will get 2:5. Now your is 2:5, and amount lent out is equal to at 6% is equal to 7,000 upon 7 into 2. your money, it is 7,000. Your money is 7,000, and upon 7, 5 plus 2 is equal to 7, and he is asking about the first part of money into 2. Some amount of rupees 7,000 was lent out. This. Find the sum lent at 6%. He is asking about the 6%. You have two parts. The first part is 2 and second part is 5. Okay, 2:5. This amount we have to calculate. So this is the you have to go to ratio and proportion chapter. 2 upon 2 plus 5. 2 upon 2 plus 5 into total amount, and that your total amount is 7,000. So 7,000 into 2 upon 5 plus 2. Okay, if you will calculate, then you will get the result. So this is the basic method, and this is a very shortcut method. Okay, you can use the both method. Okay, so I think that you understand. If you are facing any problem, then you must write in the comment box. We will try to solve your problems. Okay, thank you so much.